The political group that lost the most in the European elections has been the group of Emmanuel Macron, a group that is considered to be a liberal. Liberal intended not in the logic or in the optic of the United States or England, but in a libertarian way. Because Macron lost big, he decided to call for new elections, and this Sunday and next one, the two turns of the French election. In this election will be elected 577 representatives of the National Assembly. So in this video we are going to analyze how this election will be, who will be probably the most probable winner, and how does it work, the French system and also the European one. But before going on with the video, remember that I have my book about Europe on sales, Eurodementia. This is the Spanish version. In the description of this video you will find the link in order to purchase it. In this book you will find everything you need to know about the European Union and how Europe destroyed the wealth of its citizens in order to sustain a pachydermic bureaucratic machine. Don't miss the opportunity to purchase my book. At the same time, please remember to subscribe to my channel, give me your like, and share this video with your friend, especially if you like it. So, in order to understand how does it work, the European and the French politics, you have to think the following. And it is easier to visualize this in order to understand how does it work. You have the one that have been ruling Europe since ever. That are few parties. The first one is the Popular Party, that claim himself as a conservative party, but actually is a socialist party. Then you have the liberal that are led at the moment by Emmanuel Macron. The different liberal around Europe. He is the most emblematic representative of those liberals. Then you have the socialist, and then you have the extreme left represented by the green ideas. These are the people that have been ruling Europe since ever. And then you have the ones that are not ruling, that they would like to change some little things in Europe, that usually they are defined by the one that have the real power, the extreme right. But don't worry, you don't have to be worried for the extreme right. Actually, there are few groups of conservative people that disagree with the extreme leftist ideas. But the way in Europe it is used, the concept of extreme right, is a little bit a disrespectful way. So, if you want a political level to offend someone, you call that person extreme right. And that's, in my opinion, is one of the best ways to offend politically somebody that you don't like. After acquiring this point, you have this situation. So, in France, you have the one that have ruled France and Europe since forever, and then on the other side, you have Marine Le Pen, that represents a conservative group, that is, at the moment, the most important party in France. She has around of 35%, more or less, of the intention to vote or to be voted. But pay attention, it is not like the American system or the British system. In France, there is what we know as a double turn. What does it mean? That you have one first election, the first one will be June the 30th, and then you will have a second election, the second turn, that will be held in July the 7th. So, the one, if somebody reach the majority in the first qualified majority of vote in the first turn, immediately he will be elected. Otherwise, there will be a fight between the two that have have reached most vote. And sometimes this way of electing the representative is not, in my opinion, completely democratic, because in order to win the second turn, there are many agreements that are taken under the table. So the results are governments that are not reflecting the will of the citizens and the reason why the citizens have voted for their politicians. So, what is happening in France? Well, the situation is very easy. You have Emmanuel Macron and all the political party of France against Marine Le Pen, and a little support that she received for another conservative group, from another Gaullist group. So you have everybody against one. What will be the results? I don't know, it depends, but I believe that the status quo, the current situation, will be reconfirmed. This because it was probably an excellent move, an excellent strategy of Mr. Macron to call for the election. So, but anyway, within a few days there will be also the second turn, so finally we will discover who's going to be the future government of France and if there will be some changes. Please let me know what you think about the French elections, give me your like and share this video with your friends.